Hello there, archaeologists, paleontologists. Jurassic Jones here, where I go over the animals of Jurassic Park and the adventures of Indiana Jones. Now, one of my favorite shows of all time is Supernatural, and we were watching the first few seasons because the first 5 seasons are peak, and if you say otherwise, you are wrong. And Supernatural, and if you don't know what Supernatural is, I will explain it to you. It's about two mentally unstable brothers as they try and find, as they deal with demons, monsters, ghosts, and all wacky supernatural stuff. And by the later seasons, they have a pet dog that is an angel, by that I mean Cass. And they would meet Scooby-Doo. But in the first 5 seasons, it was more or less Sam and Dean dealing with demons, angels of the world. I refuse the fact that season 1, Dean would later have sex with God's sister. I refuse the fact that guy is the same guy who would have sex with God's sister. I'm not making that up. But one thing I've been noticing recently, and that's considering putting out the show is almost 20 years old, and I decided to make this video because, Supernatural is probably one of the greatest shows of all time, in my opinion. Right next to no show that has a very similar character. But this video won't go over anything about Sam or Dean, Cass, whoever. This video will actually go over their father, John Winchester. John Winchester is the father of Sam and Dean. After their mother was killed by a yellow demon, John became obsessed with trying to find that thing and kill it. And was also a terrible father in the process. Now, in this video, I will explain why John Winchester is not just a terrible father, but a terrible person in general. Especially what John did in Supernatural's spin-off show. And that's, and how his parenthood infected Sam and Dean in later life. And that Sam and Dean essentially didn't really have, John wasn't really a good father to them, considering how John was, considering John, just like Sam and Dean, was always absent. But that's considering Sam and Dean didn't have kids, besides him. Than Ben with Dean, but when we react like that's not his kid, that probably deserves its own video. But John was a terrible father. Also, we never really actually being a loving, supporting dad. Now, I will make my I don't know how, and that's considering John also kind of never. That's considering John That's considering John actually left Dean to more or less raise Sam. Especially when you can. But John probably also wasn't hunting. Introducing Adam Winchester. And, technically not Winchester, but Sam and Dean's half-brother, who probably was actually John's actual favorite child, because he actually treated John as well as, well, not Adam, as an actual good child. Because the thing about John, he was probably not just hunting, but he wasn't probably hunting half the time, and he was probably actually raising Adam as a good son. And it wasn't and it wasn't even like Sam and Dean. Especially if it would be fine in that case scenario if he treated Sam and Dean like that. But he didn't. Like the point of mind, Adam remembers John taking him to baseball games, that kind of sort of thing. Baseball games, to the park, and being actual good dad. John actually saw Adam as his son. Now, it is true that, it is his son, but he still had Sam and Dean, and he shouldn't have treated them as so. And most of the Supernatural fandom agree John was a terrible father to Sam, Dean, and Sam, Dean. Well, Sam, Dean. And multiple other people have said him being a terrible father to Sam, but him being a terrible father to Sam Dean is only the beginning of his badness. Especially rooting out Sam Dean were generally doomed to become what he did, becoming hunters. No sooner in the Supernatural finale when Dean dies. Dean never marries. That's considering both Sam and Dean did generally hope to end the hunting and finally have families of their own, but they never did. That's considering they were basically doomed from the start since John got back into hunting. Now, I can hear the argument that's considering how John's own father also went missing, but the difference is John's father was actually good dad. Now, I don't really expect there to be John or Winchester defenders, and if they are, you are wrong. But anyway, so John is... So, yeah. So, and that's considering how Adam was treated, kind of made the three brothers all distant from each other. I think I should make a what-if video about what if Adam, yeah. So, John's a bad dad. But no, he also is a bad person just in general. Even if he made John not a father, now we don't really know that much about him and Mary's relationship. Putting out only on season 12, and John's not back again. I'm still not at that point, so yeah. But John would later deal. But John is also a bad hunter. Now, a hunter in the supernatural world is somebody who deals with demons, ghosts, monsters. So basically, what Sam and Dean are. And because of that, they expect to be good at their jobs. Because hunting usually always causes the apocalypse. And John almost caused the apocalypse. And that's considering John actually, in another show, he was in the apocalypse, and he did nothing to help. Now, Sam and Dean go across the country, to stop multiple apocalypses from, ending the bad. 15 times. Sam and Dean stopped the apocalypse 15 times. And what's pale that? Now I can't hear the argument that John never once actually stopped the apocalypse. Putting on the apocalypses in the show usually happened after his death. And that is true. Putting out you can't stop something if you're already dead. But there is a supernatural spinoff. Now it's kind of forgotten. It was kind of a forgotten show, and that's considering it took so long to get to John. The creators generally just thought of not having John in it, and that was a little show called The Walking Dead. Now, if you haven't seen The Walking Dead, understandable. It's a very uncommon show. It's basically about Ricky Doodle Grimes dealing with zombies in a post-apocalyptic world as he tries and protects his family. Well, with a whole slew of characters throughout it all, as they deal with the end of the world and they must fight against the walkers. Now, the walkers and zombies and supernatural came about, and most notably, it was supposed to be in a universe where Sam Dean had to take on the zombie apocalypse. But that didn't happen. That's considering it's kind of debated what happened, which actually caused zombie virus until most recently. Where it was confirmed, it was kind of hinted that it was caused by a demon, and Dean Winchester can be Sam Winchester, John Winchester can be bullying. Because this main reason, John is in The Walking Dead, and he doesn't even try and stop the apocalypse. Nope, he just doesn't. It takes place in an universe where John actually survived. It was supposed to be a show about Mary and John, but I don't know what happened. Plus, it takes place in an old universe where Sam and Dean are the ones dead, and for presumably seasons 1 and 2, and John is the one that survived. And John would go crazy and get a nice bat, and just goes around, I'm gonna become a authoritarian dictator. I'm gonna start killing people, because why not? And he just does nothing you have started. Now I can understand with cases of such as the bunker, you probably didn't know the bunker existed, but there still had to be a wall that he could take from and try and stop the apocalypse. For multiple reasons. One, he can presume it was sometime during season 3 that Sam and Dean died. They would have already introduced Castiel, and he could have just convinced Cass to go back in time and stop the apocalypse. But that never happened. What instead happened was he just didn't care and just let the zombie apocalypse happen. Just for his own fun. So John is not just a terrible dad, but is also a terrible person. But at least he would never do anything, terrible other Thank goodness he didn't kill my favorite character, Glenn. But yeah. And he did nothing wrong. And John didn't. And that's why John is a person in The Walking Dead. And also, happy April Fools. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, this is just a joke. Don't take it too seriously. Oh, then, to me. 17 would have wiped out the apocalypse in like 5 minutes. So, yeah. Now, this usually is my kind of content. I just make, like, Indiana Jones videos and Jurassic Park videos. If you like Steven Spielberg, watch my channel. If you like Indiana Jones, watch my channel. If you like Jurassic Park, watch my channel. If you like all three, watch my channel. Because I make videos about those three. So, yeah.